civilizations that once shone like brilliant stars in the night sky, only to vanish without a trace, leaving behind mysteries that defy time itself, ruins hidden deep within dense jungles, towering pyramids standing as silent sentinels, once thriving cities now reduced to echoes of the past. What happened to them? The people who built mighty empires, who carved their legacy into stone, suddenly disappeared. Were they destroyed by war, consumed by natural disasters, or did they fall victim to something even more enigmatic? From the dense rainforests of Central America to the legendary sunken city of Atlantis, from the ancient metropolises of the Indus Valley to the breathtaking ruins of Tiwanaku and Angkor Wat. Join us on a journey to uncover the fate of these lost civilizations, buried stories, unsolved mysteries. Are you ready? Let's unveil the secrets of the vanished civilizations. In the vast chronicles of human history, there exist tales of great civilizations, societies that once thrived, their legacies etched into time itself, only to vanish, leaving behind little more than ruins and unanswered questions. These are the enigmatic stories of the Maya, the legendary Atlantis, the sophisticated Indus Valley, the awe-inspiring Tiwanaku, and the majestic Khmer Empire. Each of these cultures, with their astonishing achievements in architecture, science, and governance, mysteriously faded into obscurity, puzzling historians and archaeologists to this day. What forces led to their downfall? Was it the wrath of nature, the devastation of war, or an unseen force far more elusive? Could there be secrets buried beneath the sands of time? Truths waiting to be uncovered? Join us as we journey through the echoes of the past, piecing together the fragments of these lost worlds and uncovering the mysteries that continue to captivate the human imagination. Our journey begins deep within the dense, untamed jungles of Central America, where the remnants of the once mighty Maya civilization remain shrouded beneath a thick emerald canopy. Here, beneath the whispering leaves and creeping vines, lie the silent echoes of a society that reached extraordinary heights in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. Towering pyramids pierce through the jungle's grasp, and intricate hieroglyphs carved into stone tell the stories of a people whose knowledge rivaled the greatest minds of antiquity. Yet, by the end of the 10th century, many of these grand cities, centers of innovation, trade, and culture, were mysteriously abandoned. What could have caused such a dramatic downfall? Theories swirl like the jungle mist. Prolonged droughts that ravaged crops and led to famine, fierce warfare between rival city-states, or perhaps a combination of catastrophic events that pushed this once thriving civilization to the brink. Recent archaeological findings, including sediment core samples extracted from ancient lakes, reveal compelling evidence of extreme climate shifts, crippling droughts that may have sealed their fate. As we navigate the ruins of Tikal and Palenque, the eerie silence that fills their once bustling plazas is a haunting reminder of the impermanence of even the greatest human achievements. What wisdom lies hidden beneath these fallen stones? What lessons can we learn from a civilization that touched the stars but could not escape its own demise? The answers may still be waiting, buried beneath centuries of time, just beyond our reach. From the shadowed ruins of the Maya we now set sail into the depths of myth and legend, to the lost world of Atlantis. First described by the ancient philosopher Plato, Atlantis was said to be a civilization of unmatched power and sophistication, a utopia blessed with immense knowledge and technological prowess. Yet, in a single cataclysmic day and night, it was swallowed by the ocean, vanishing without a trace. Was it divine punishment? A natural disaster? Or something far more enigmatic? For centuries, Atlantis has captivated the minds of explorers, historians, and dreamers alike. Some dismiss it as pure myth, a philosophical allegory, warning of hubris and moral decay. Yet, others believe fragments of truth lie hidden beneath the waves. The search for Atlantis has led researchers to the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and even the icy depths of Antarctica. In recent years, intriguing underwater discoveries, submerged ruins, puzzling structures, and mysterious anomalies have reignited debates about whether Atlantis was real or simply a legend passed down through time. As we dive deeper into the currents of history and speculation, one question looms large. Was Atlantis ever a true civilization, lost to the tides of fate? Or is it a ghostly whisper from the past, meant to remind us of the fragile balance between greatness and downfall? The answers may rest beneath the waves, waiting for those daring enough to seek them. Next, our journey takes us to the heart of one of the world's earliest and most enigmatic urban civilizations, the Indus Valley. Flourishing around 2500 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, this society was a marvel of its time, boasting meticulously planned cities, advanced drainage systems, and a standardized system of weights and measures that hinted at a remarkably sophisticated economy. Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, its great centers, stood as testaments to human ingenuity, their bustling streets once alive with merchants, artisans, and scholars. And yet, by 1900 BCE, these cities fell silent. What could have driven such a thriving civilization to the brink of oblivion? Theories abound. Climate shifts that altered river courses, rendering fertile lands barren. Powerful tectonic activity that reshaped the landscape. Or even waves of invading nomadic tribes disrupting the delicate balance of life. But recent excavations suggest a different story. One of a slow and complex decline rather than a sudden collapse. Artifacts reveal extensive trade networks stretching from Mesopotamia to Central Asia, hinting at a civilization deeply connected to the wider world. Could it be that environmental pressures, shifting economic landscapes, and internal transformations all played a role in its fading legacy? As we wander through the ruins of this lost world, the ghostly outlines of ancient homes, wells, and streets whisper stories of a civilization that once thrived in harmony with its environment, only to be undone by forces beyond its control. The question lingers: what truly happened to the people of the Indus Valley? And could their fate hold lessons for us today? Our journey now ascends into the breathtaking heights of the Andean Plateau, where the ancient city of Tiwanaku once stood as a beacon of ingenuity and culture. Nestled near the mystical waters of Lake Titicaca, this civilization thrived for centuries, leaving behind awe-inspiring stone architecture and revolutionary agricultural techniques that defied the harsh mountain environment. Monumental gateways, intricate carvings, and massive stone blocks, precisely cut and fitted together without mortar, whisper of a people whose knowledge of engineering and astronomy was far ahead of their time. Yet, by the 12th century, this once thriving metropolis faced an irreversible decline. What forces conspired to bring down such an advanced society? Theories point to drastic climate shifts, prolonged droughts that led to widespread crop failures, unraveling the social fabric of Tiwanaku, archaeological evidence of terraced fields and sophisticated irrigation systems speaks of both brilliance and vulnerability, revealing a civilization that pushed the limits of its environment, but could not escape the forces of nature. As we traverse the silent remnants of this lost world, the morning mist rising from Lake Titicaca casts an almost otherworldly glow over the ruins. The echoes of Tiwanaku's past linger in the crisp mountain air, urging us to reflect on the fine line between resilience and collapse. What lessons does this vanished civilization hold for us today? Could history's whispers be warnings for the future? Our journey culminates in the heart of Southeast Asia, where the legendary Khmer Empire once reigned supreme. Rising from the dense jungles of present-day Cambodia, this empire left behind one of humanity's most awe-inspiring legacies, Angkor Wat, an architectural masterpiece of staggering scale and precision. This grand temple complex stands as a symbol of spiritual devotion, artistic brilliance, and unparalleled ambition. But Angkor Wat was just one jewel in a vast empire, a sprawling network of cities, reservoirs, and canals that sustained millions and reflected the Khmer people's mastery of water management. At its zenith in the 12th century, the Khmer Empire was a force to be reckoned with. Yet by the 15th century, its power crumbled, its once magnificent cities swallowed by time and jungle. What caused such a mighty civilization to fall? Historians and archaeologists debate overpopulation, environmental degradation, and the collapse of its intricate water systems, which, when disrupted, may have led to agricultural failures. Others point to the shifting tides of trade as maritime commerce bypassed the empire, draining its wealth and influence. Recent studies of the region's vast reservoirs, canals, and spillways reveal an extraordinary engineering feat, but also a delicate system vulnerable to both nature's fury and human mismanagement. As we wander through the ancient ruins, where towering fig trees entwine themselves around crumbling stone, the interplay of light and shadow paints a haunting picture of lost grandeur. The whispers of a once thriving civilization echo through the silent halls of Angkor, leaving us to wonder, how could an empire that reached for the heavens fall to ruin? And what does its fate teach us about the impermanence of power and progress? As our journey through time comes to an end, we pause to reflect on the echoes of these lost civilizations. Their rise and fall are not just tales of antiquity, but powerful reminders of the fragile balance between human ambition and the forces of nature, of triumph and tragedy woven into the fabric of history. The Maya, Atlantis, the Indus Valley, Tiwanaku, and the Khmer Empire, each of them left behind mysteries that continue to intrigue and inspire us. Their legacies whisper to us through the ruins, urging us to decipher their forgotten knowledge, to understand their struggles, and to heed the warnings etched into their downfall. Were they victims of their own success? Did they push the boundaries of their environment too far? Or were they simply caught in the relentless tide of time? Yet, amid the uncertainty of their fate, one truth remains: the resilience of the human spirit. The same curiosity that drives us to uncover their past is the same force that propels us toward the future. The fragments of their histories are more than remnants of vanished worlds. They are lessons, inspirations, and perhaps even premonitions. As we gaze upon their silent ruins, we do not just see the past, we catch glimpses of our own destiny. What will future generations say of us? What stories will we leave behind? The mysteries of these ancient civilizations remind us that while time may erase empires, the quest for knowledge and understanding is eternal.